Okay, welcome to BRV, Bob's Rant video, or else you can call it the Neshoba video, because, yeah, this is a Neshoba Brook Watershed Trails, like, anyway, here. Turns out pretty nice Memorial Day weekend. We honor the, people who, sacrificed their lives, and, yeah, we also honor, we also honor, whatever it is here, and also pardon for the bugs, because it's right now being able to provide here. I have bug spray on like this about anyway here. And also pardon for the hideous, because I've been really just busy, and yeah, I probably talked about it in a previous videos here, but upgrading my entertainment system at home, spend some money on let's call it used TV, also battery backup system. Yeah, you can hook a battery backup into a 55-inch TV, but why do you want to do that? I mean, I also bought a portable TV, so it'll lighten up the load in the battery, like, anyway here. Okay, so the topics of today is going to be E3. It's about 3 weeks away, so I think Nintendo may have us with Mario Maker. We really need a Mario Maker for the Switch, because the 3DS is lacking the it's sorely lacking. The 3DS is just, lacking online capabilities, because that was the source of the things and why. Because look, Mario Maker, I mean, you make levels, share it online, play other people's levels. That's what Mario Makers is, and this is what the main meat of Mario Maker is. I'm heard they're gonna be a Metroid game. I'd like to see another Metroid game, because there was no Metroid game for the Wii U, exclusive for the Wii U. I mean, we need that for the Switch, but here's the thing that I'd love to see. Here's the thing Nintendo might going to do for the next year or two: introduce a new dedicated home console. The Switch to me is a handheld unit. All right, it's just dock into your TV. I mean, you really can't make a handheld hybrid that you can also play for home console, because, I mean, you have to dumb down the console's power and shrunk it down in order for you to make a handheld unit. I mean, that's what it is today. I mean, I think that Nintendo could make a new dedicated home console. Yes, it should dock the Switch into the home console, but also the Switch Mini for future things here. But it would allow you to, that will become a true console handheld hybrid. I mean, you have to have a good CPU and GPU in the home console itself, that you can also put mini games on the Switch, and that you can also play your Switch games on the new console. And I think that Nintendo could be able to do that, and also they're going to be releasing ports of the Switch, dumbed down ports of the Switch and Nintendo's new console. That's what I'm going to be doing here. Sony. I don't think we've had about the new God of War game yet. But I believe that, that's what the case here. God of War, a new God of War game for the PS4. I haven't gotten that Crash Bandicoot trilogy yet, because I was spending my money upgrading the system and putting a battery backup power, so in case if we have an ice storm or a heavy wet snowstorm, like we've lost power for 3 days in the April Fool's Day blizzard of '97. Yeah, I bought the Aki Powerhouse 120,000 milliamp hour battery here. So anyway, Sony, I think there could be their new Little Big Planet game coming out, and hopefully they will do it right this time. Don't make it broken like Little Big Planet 3. If the fourth one is broken, that's it. I'm giving up on Little Big Planet. But Nintendo should beef up Mario Maker. They should do, a forest level. That's, forest level, Mario, like that, and some outdoor haunted levels, like what we have in Super Mario, the new Super Mario Brothers U. Like, you know, these levels like that, snow levels. We like to have a snow levels. So hopefully we can do that. Slopes. We need slopes. More enemies as well. I like to see those I like to see those football chomps like that. And pardon for the bugs because it's starting to get a little buggy here. And that's it. Microsoft is going to be could be announcing a Scorpio. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to be getting that yet, and they're going to have to offer the new stuff here. So that's E3. Microsoft introduced the Scorpio. I hope Ubisoft. Ubisoft. I still don't have the new South Park game yet. But Ubisoft really needs to come up with it here. Capcom needs to import this to the Switch. I mean, DuckTales Remastered. Oh yeah, you can only get it for the iOS. Oh, I'm sorry, Capcom, but the iPod Touch is just incompatible with. It's just it just isn't designed for that. All right, I like to see DuckTales either in the 3DS. I think the 3DS can easily handle it, or the Switch. I mean, the Switch, great. Handle it on the Switch. That's what I like to have here. So I don't think I'll be watching EA because I mean I still am very frosty relation to the company. So yeah, I gotta get this out of the way. Sticks growing. So that's it for EA. I think back to Nintendo, they might reveal in the Switch Mini within the next EA or so. So I hope, and Square Enix. So the Switch needs third-party support. I would also like to see that in Nintendo, a Switch Mini, and but I'd like to see a new console, like hook the Switch or the Switch Mini up to the new console, so you can actually play it as a dock. But also have the new controllers, Joy-Con, that also act as Joy-Cons to the Switch. So yeah. Back to Sony. There are some rumors that Sony is announcing a pattern. They might be copying the Switch. Sony, this is not the first time Sony's been copying. Remember the Super Nintendo? Sony copied the controller. Yeah, we still take that for granted. Sony copied the controller. The Rumble Pack, yeah. Sony introduced the DualShock controller. Remember that? So Nintendo was the one that first put the Rumble Pack. You had to plug it in, and that rumbles on the N64. Those M controllers, you plug it into the bottom in place of the control pack. Yeah, remember the days of the memory cards. Then the Move. Yeah, the Wiimote to the Move. And now, the Vita, they copied that. The Vita, they've copied that. The Wii U, well, sort of. The Vita was a handheld unit, standalone. So they did it with the PSP. So I think I'll give Sony credit that. And now they're copying the Switch to making a handheld console. Something you just can't do. You can't make a console handheld hybrid. The Switch is a handheld unit. It just happens to have a dock that you can just put it to a TV screen. That's it. And yeah, you can detach the controllers, put it onto your console, and you can play the Switch games on your TV. But look, it's a handheld unit. So yeah, I think Sony could announce a new handheld unit, and I take a bet that Sony will release a PS5 within the next few years ago, maybe a few years from now. Because let's face it, I mean, I think the Scorpio is going to become the true next generation of the Xbox One. look at, we're about 5 years into the 8th generation now. Can you believe that? Time flies. So yeah, that's projections of E3. Just talking about that. Lastly on the news, Silent Rob got hit with a strike on his channel with the DC whatever it is here. So he now has a new channel up. Still going strong. I haven't seen I haven't seen Catherine or Jack the Bomb lately here, but yeah. Anyway, that's the news on YouTube lately, and also me. I've been hideous because I've been busy, and I did record a lot of videos. But I was just beat up when I got home. But anyway, yeah, JD out. Happy remembrance of the U.S. Navy SEALs, Army, Marines, and who are protecting us from the terrorism. And I feel my sympathy towards the bombings of the Manchester and the UK. And the people who are conducting the bombs are nothing more than, yeah. So it's me, JD out. Remember the troops, and remember the people who died in the bombing in Manchester, New Hampshire.